Teach an old dog new tricks.com. More than 40 hours of free computer training. Sit, stay, and learn. Thank you. Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz and I want to thank you for being here for this tutorial on the Microsoft Word Home tab. Let me just tell you a little bit about what I'm going to try to do here and try to accomplish. What I'm not going to do in this version of Microsoft Office, Office 2007, is repeat the tutorials I've already done in Office 2003. My thinking is this: when you change versions of software, the vast majority of what you learned in the previous version will come over to the next version. Yeah, they might have changed a few things around. They might have had you do things slightly different, as evidenced by the Microsoft ribbon, which was not part of Office 2003. But I'm not going to touch every little aspect of this. For example, I'm not going to teach you how to cut, copy, and paste because that's something I address in Word 2003. But what I am going to do in these tutorials is I'm going to review the tabs within Microsoft Word 2007. The tabs are the item up here: Home, Insert, Page Layout, References. I'm going to go through them one by one and just touch on them to show you some of the things that are here. And I think after you see this a little bit, you'll realize most of what is here you've already learned about in Word 2003. If you're brand new to Microsoft Office, brand new to Microsoft Word, I do recommend you start with our Word 2003 class and then come over and take a look at these tutorials. Just because you get a new car doesn't mean you have to learn to drive all over again. And that's my approach, my philosophy going forward into different versions. We'll review them, we'll take a look at them, I'll point out some of the key things that might have changed, but all in all, it's pretty much the same. And a person with a little bit of experience with the computers can really pick up on that rather quickly and move forward. Having said that, there are really 5 parts that make up the new version or the ribbon in Office Word 2007. The clipboard, font, paragraph, styles, and editing. Over here on the clipboard, these things are pretty clear cut. In other words, we have paste, cut, copy, and format painter. The reason cut and copy are not selected or highlighted or available to us is because we haven't selected anything. So I'm going to take these, and when I select Home tab, now you see they became available. Format Painter is a great tool, and we offer a tutorial on that. And I do recommend you go take a look at that Format Painter tutorial. What that does is, in a nutshell, let's say I want to take the characteristic of my name, Tony, the orange and the size. Well, if I click on Format Painter, I can go apply it to whatever I want. Gettysburg Address, for example. Let me undo that. Over here in the font area, these things should be pretty clear to you. They've added some more things: bold, italic, underline. Also, strike through. They've put in subscript, superscript. Here, you can also change the case, upper, lowercase. Highlighting, font color. Here are 2 things I frankly never use. These are the increase the font, decrease the font. It's just something that I'm not used to using, so I don't. This one, I have some styles on here, some looks and feel to the different fonts. For example, Tony Holowitz is big, bright, and orange. I can clear all the formatting. So again, I recommend you go in and just take a look at this. Let's go over to the paragraph. A lot of these, again, are right out of Microsoft Word 2003. We have bullets. We have numbers. We have a little bit of a multi-level list where you can go in and change the look and format slightly. Again, go in and take a look at this, explore. Indent, decrease indent, increase indent. This sorts a list A to Z or Z to A. If you click on it the second time, it will do it in reverse order. This is the paragraph marks, and this is something that's a little bit different. When I click on this, some of the paragraph marks that I'd recommend or suggested or shown you in the options for Microsoft Word, you can apply them just by simply clicking on that. Here we can also put borders, format the background of something. We can also go in and do line adjustments, line spacing. So again, just go in and take a look at those. I think you're going to be able to figure those out pretty much straightforward. Next, I want to take a look at styles. This is something that was in Word 2003, but it's definitely unique and different here in this version. They really make it easier for you to work with that. Let me highlight just some generally the top part of what I've written here. If I come here and go into these styles and put my pointer on it, what it does is it previews what it's going to look like. So as I go through each one of these items, you'll see it has a different look and feel. If I click on this drop down right here, I have more options. And when I go to each one of these, it gives me a preview of what it's going to look like. And that's something that's new or different in this version of Word. When you change something or want to change something before you select it, it will give you an overview or a look of what it's going to look like when you start doing some of these things. So this is something you might love it, you might hate it. You know, I find that this is one of those things, you know, again, I call it the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 rule. If I show 3 people this new feature, one person's going to love it, one person's going to hate it, and one person's indifferent. We will deal with styles in a separate tutorial and talk about how to use styles. And again, we have a styles tutorial in Office 2003. I eventually will record a tutorial that addresses this a little bit more. I'm going to go up and take the paragraphed options off so we don't have all of the dots and paragraph marks. Last but not least, we have the editing area. We have find and replace right here, and we have select, where we can select all, for example. We can select only certain objects or text with similar formatting. You know, you have to go in and try some of these things on a document and see how they impact that. What I do recommend is if you have an existing document, open it, go in, mess with it, but make sure you do a save as with that document. You know, call it, if it's called sales proposal, you know, do a save as and call it sales proposal to practice with or something like that, just so that it's a distinct and unique document so you don't overwrite the original one. So there are a lot of different things here that you can work with within Microsoft Word 2007. I just wanted to do a quick overview of the Home tab to give you a sense of what some of those things were. If you have any direct questions, you can always email me. If there's something I haven't addressed that you want to learn about, you can email me or even call me. We accept calls anytime if you have a good suggestion or something you need clarification on. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you for watching our video on the Home tab in Microsoft Word 2007. Have a great day.